Today we got Moon Knight, Mark Spector taking on Azrael, Jean-Paul Valley. Who's coming out on top? Let's find out. Moon Knight, Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. 4 different aspects of the same man who's resurrected by Khonshu, the Egyptian lunar god of vengeance and justice, to serve as his avatar. Those unjust mortals who prey upon the innocents who travel at night, beware the vengeance of the Moon Knight. Moon Knight is physically strong enough to snap steel beams over his knee, physically destroy a car, and is fast enough to dodge, deflect, and even cut bullets in half. Due to his multiple personalities, Mark possesses an extraordinary degree of pain tolerance, and has casually ignored the massive wounds and injuries, or just keep on fighting. Like Moon Knight has been shot by bullets, stabbed by knives or swords, he's been shot in the chest with a crossbow bolt, he just went on fighting through all of it. Moon Knight is also a highly skilled fighter, who's adept in both armed and unarmed combat. He's a former heavyweight boxing champion, with a comprehensive knowledge of the weak points in the human body. His fighting style is brutal and straight to the point, combining Krav Maga, Savate, Judo, Kung Fu, and the Filipino martial arts to put down his opponents as quickly and painfully as possible. Taskmaster claims there's no one's fighting style that he hates to copy more than Moon Knight's. That's because, unlike other fighters, Mark prefers not to block or evade an attack if it gives him the opportunity to counterattack his opponent. He will even court his opponent into attack, and trust his stamina and ability to take a punishment. He's highly adept in all forms of weaponry, including shurikens, combat knives and swords, batons, truncheons, bowstaffs, nunchucks, chains, and bolos. His go-to weapons are crescent darts, which can roll with impressive force and accuracy, and are very similar to Batman's batarangs. Moon Knight would also usually wear a costume made out of bulletproof Kevlar, but he's recently put on outfits lined with adamantium or carbonadium. So, that's what we got in one corner, the psychotic and dangerous Moon Knight. But, into the ring, at the corner, was the psychotic and dangerous Azrael. Jean-Paul Valley, better known as Azrael, is a vigilante who formerly operated at Gotham City. Most of his extraordinary abilities came from severe amounts of subconscious training and conditioning he was put through during his youth. Unaware he's been controlled by the 500-year-old devout religious sect called the Order of St. Thomas. Named the Angel of Death, Jean-Paul Valley is actually descended from a long line of crime fighters using the Azrael suit and name. Azrael was elevated to be peak human, even superhuman by the Order and the system, and now as even stated in the past, actually stronger and faster than him, any other member of the Bat family. He's been able to snap apart metal, casually manhandle opponents, even lift up part of a building. His armor is bulletproof, even at point-blank range. He's taken some of the best punches Batman could throw at him. He was at large explosions and collisions. Batman said that Azrael is faster than him. He's able to casually dodge and even block bullets as they're coming his way. Jean-Paul is also a master martial artist. As Ra's al Ghul says that Azrael's skill is only matched by Batman. He's fought against Nightwing, Deathstroke, Bane, and Batman before, even beaten the Dark Knight on one occasion. Finally, Azrael carries around some pretty significant weapons on him too. He's got gauntlet blades that can even shoot out blast of fire, blast of energy. This is sword. Cut a tree in half with one strike, pierce right through a robot's head, and Azrael can even light his sword on fire too. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now today we got one of Marvel's many versions of Batman, Moon Knight, going up against a man who used to be Batman, Azrael. That alone should definitely make for an interesting fight. But had I mentioned that they're both mentally insane and unstable? Well, yeah, they are. So who's coming out on top here? Well, let's break it down. Also, just a note for this fight, since Azrael is superhuman, just insanely strong, we'll be using a composite version of Moon Knight to make up for that. So including showings where he both had his moon powers and didn't, just to make for a more even and more interesting battle. Alright, And first things first, talk about strength and physicality. Well, like we said, Nightwing has admitted that John Paul is stronger than any member of the Bat family. He's casually swung around a large stone statue, lifted up and flipped over a car while under the water, even lifted up the side of a building before. He snapped metal chains, punched through brick walls, even punched through metal. Then in an actual fight, well, Jean Paul has hurt Batman, Nightwing, and even Bane of his punches. Knocked out a metahuman who's taking the best punches that Nightwing could throw at him. Even knocked out Dick by throwing a microwave at him. Taking Huntress by throwing a trash can at her. On the other hand, well, Moon Knight's been able to casually kick through brick walls, casually rip the doors off of cars, and he's even been able to partially support a collapsing building. He's knocked down bolted metal doors, snapped a steel beam over his knee, absolutely destroyed a car by landing on top of it, and he's even been able to bend steel beams or pull out a massive steel door lifted up over his head. So if Moon Knight's powers in this fight, yeah, I'd say they're fairly equal when it comes to strength. But what about durability? Well, here's the thing. While Moon Knight is crazy strong for a normal human, his durability is just off the charts. With Mark's multiple personalities, he possesses a remarkable degree of pain tolerance, durability, and endurance. He's taken hits from a massive Morningstar, taken hits from Venom, been tortured extensively, and taken attacks from a massive werewolf, yet kept on fighting through all of it. However, it's almost not even as much Moon Knight's durability, it's his pain tolerance. It's almost like he can't even feel pain. In fact, Mark's actually said before, he's got so many personalities going on in his head that he's far too psychotic to feel pain. Moon Knight has been shot, stabbed, taken massive punches to the face, wasn't fazed by any of it. He's been tased, just knocks the attacker out cold. Kept fighting after literally getting a piece of his face bitten off. Doesn't even notice being shot at point blank range with a crossbow bolt. Even a crossbow bolt to the chest. Then there's his new armor. It's made out of carbonadium, which is said to be just as tough as adamantium, yet more flexible. So good luck to Azrael trying to injure him through that thing. But on the other hand, good luck to Moon Knight trying to injure Azrael. He's taken multi-story falls, taken out some parademons, even took 2 all-out punches in Batman. Bruce noted that they did nothing. His armor is completely bulletproof. Let him take shotgun blast, point-blank rifle shots, and keep on trucking, in order to survive large explosions like they were nothing. So, who's more durable? Well, it looks like their armor and overall durability is roughly the same, but almost no one can compete with Moon Knight's insanity and the crazy amount of pain tolerance that this grants him. Not even another crazy person like Azrael can compare. So then finally, talk about speed. Well, both Batman and Nightwing have stated in the past that Jean Paul is faster than them, and Azrael has definitely backed this up and proven it on the page. He's moved faster than the eye can follow, and literally disappeared right in front of some ninjas before. He can allegedly run faster than a car. He's even caught up with cars and trucks on several occasions. He's beat up multiple guys in 4 or 5 seconds. He's even capable of repeatedly dodging bullets, and even sometimes blocking bullets and deflecting them with his sword. But on the other hand, how fast is Moon Knight? Well, Mark is fast enough to easily dodge machine gun fire, dodge bullets at point-blank range, disarm and blitz opponents even while injured. He dodged attacks from Venom even though Venom had caught him by surprise. He's actually intercepted energy attacks with his crescent darts, blocked bullets, dodged rockets and evaded explosions, and Moon Knight actually cut bullets in half on multiple occasions. Let me repeat that. Moon Knight has actually cut bullets in half, and he's done this more than once. Say what you will about deflecting and blocking bullets, cutting bullets in half is on a whole other level. So physically, these guys are super close. So close, in fact, that I don't think this fight is necessarily going to be settled by just physical superiority. More likely than not, It's going to be something about fighting skill and the gear that they're packing. Well, Azrael is a very, very skilled fighter, to the point where Nightwing complimented him on his skill when the two sparred, and Ra's al Ghul even compared him to Batman. High praise. Praise that I don't fully think he's worthy of, but Ra's said it, so what can you do? He's fought against Batman on multiple occasions, even beaten Batman once, although Bruce has shown he's the better fighter in the majority of their fights, and he's fought against Nightwing, Deathstroke, and Bane, even beaten Bane before in a straight-up slug match. He's fought against the majority of Arkham Asylum, not even wearing his armor, having any gear. Beat up a group of highly skilled and armored fighters, and also has no problem killing. He's killed a lot of people. Finally, Azrael carries around some pretty significant weapons on him too. He's got gauntlet blades that can cut straight through people, light on fire, and even shoot out blast of fire or blast of energy. This is sword. It can cut a tree in half with one strike, pierce right through the robot's head, and Azrael can even light his sword on fire too. On the other hand, Moon Knight has been able to take on plenty of handed ninjas by himself, beat up 7 thugs in just one move, and even target specific nerves and pressure points while fighting. He's battled against and beaten people who couldn't feel pain by using pressure points. He's effortlessly took down Swordsman and Black Cat. Shang-Chi admits that Mark has skill. Moon Knight has actually fought against the likes of Deadpool, Taskmaster, Punisher, Bullseye, Hobgoblin, and the Thunderbolts team. He's also got plenty of gear and weapons that Moon Knight uses all the time. He's got his truncheon, which he can charge with electric blast, fire grappling hooks, can also extend out into a bow staff. He's got crescent darts, which can shoot out of his wrist, has variants like gas and explosive, and he has pocket flashbangs that have blinded Sentry, and hypersonics that have injured the Hulk. Moon Knight's carbonadium armor is also incredibly durable, allowing him to tank point-blank shots in the past, solve explosions, and easily take physical attacks. Moon Knight is also a freaking savage. That's one of the biggest differences between him and Batman, because Mark isn't at all afraid to kill opponents and tries to put people down as quickly and as savagely as possible. So, end of the day, who's coming out on top here? Well, let me tell you, these two guys are insanely similar. This will be an insanely close fight. In fact, forget saying that Moon Knight is Marvel's version of Batman. You could actually make a strong case that Azrael is DC's version of Moon Knight. Basically, this is a fight that I would love to see. But who would actually win? Well, both of them have their distinct advantages. Azrael is probably the stronger one of the two, but Moon Knight counters this with being faster and more durable. He's also the better fighter, a different fighter than the likes that Azrael's seen before, but is a fighter who's very hard to counter. He even has more versatile gear than Azrael. So, for all those reasons, gotta give this one to Moon Knight. Moon Knight wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to like button, subscribe button, turn notifications from the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.